How to lose 20 pounds fast in 2 weeks. 20 pounds is a lot to lose in 2 short weeks, and losing that much weight that quickly. Changing what you eat. Switch to drinking only water. Water flushes out your system, removing unneeded toxins, making it easier to lose weight. Moreover, water is free of calories, making it a much better choice than sugary drinks. In fact, if you can limit yourself to only water, your odds of losing the weight will increase. If you need something flavored from time to time, choose unsweetened tea. This should be 24/7, apart from right before a workout. Then you can feel free to chug a cup of black coffee or with a splash of skim milk. The caffeine blast is reported to give you a kick, making you work out a little bit harder. It turns out drinking water can up your metabolism, too, in addition to making you feel full. Recent studies show that drinking 2 glasses of cold water can up your metabolism about 40% for 15 to 20 minutes. Participants in these weight loss studies reportedly lost 15 pounds in 3 months, largely by drinking only water. Cut junk food from your diet. Cut it out completely. Someone following a standard diet can usually afford to fall off the junk food wagon once or twice without suffering major repercussions. For more extreme, short-term weight loss goals like this one, however, junk food must be completely avoided. Stay away from greasy, fatty foods as well as those with a high sugar content. Anything battered, fried, covered in chocolate, packaged, or loaded up and preserved with sugar is a no-go. Be sure to read your labels. Even things like yogurt and granola bars can be powerhouses of sugar. While many people think of these as healthy, they're actually not. Cut out the white carbs. Everything from pasta to cookies is full of simple carbohydrates that are actually sugars in disguise. These little villains spike our insulin levels, upping our fat stores, and ultimately increase our body weight. To lower the spike, cut out the processed carbs, that means white rice, bread, and potatoes, in addition to cookies, cakes, donuts, chips, pretzels, and ice cream. 3. You may be better off cutting out carbs in general. Let's face it, 20 pounds in 2 weeks is a tall order. To put your body in ketosis, where it's feeding off your fat stores and not your glycogen stores, because those have been depleted, you'll have to go completely low or no carb. In addition to no sweets, you'll have to cut out starchy vegetables, potatoes, squash, carrots, whole grains including quinoa and brown rice, and sugary fruits, like bananas, oranges, and apples. What's more, being hungry makes the temptation to cave to your old habits all the more powerful. Consistently eating good for you, healthy foods keeps the other cravings at bay. When you're more full, you make better decisions. Munch on negative calorie foods. For whether or not negative calorie foods are truly negative is up for debate. As the theory goes, some foods take so much energy to digest that eating them actually burns more calories than the foods contain. Even if you do not burn calories eating these foods, though, you will not gain many calories from them, either. In the way of vegetables, eat more asparagus, beetroot, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, celery, cucumber, garlic, green beans, lettuce, onion, radish, spinach, turnip, and zucchini. As for fruits, gravitate toward blueberries, cantaloupe, cranberries, grapefruit, honeydew, lemons, limes, oranges, mangoes, papayas, raspberries, strawberries, tomatoes, tangerines, and watermelon. Choose leaner proteins and load up on vegetables. Instead of beef and pork, opt for leaner meats like chicken or fish. Consuming fish is especially helpful, because the fatty acids in fish give your body the beneficial oils it needs, and may help subdue the urge to consume greasy or fattening foods. 5. And as for vegetables, go for it. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner pile 'em on. They're nutritious, generally not full of calories or sugars again, no potatoes, and keep you full. They're the shortest track to losing weight there is. Consider a fad diet very carefully. The fact of the matter is that in the short term, fad diets can work. If you're looking to lose weight very quickly, and don't care if you gain it back, then a fad diet could be okay for you in this situation. Just realize that, in general, they're not healthy and their effects do not last for long. One of the most common fad diets right now is juicing. Another contender is the Master Cleanse diet, both of which are liquid-based diets. These offer quick results, but are hard to adhere to, and are not wise to stay on for long. If you're desperate, look into them, but take their advice with a grain of salt.